It's our third day here in Holbox, but we haven't been able to do anything yet because we arrived to a flooded island and mental storms. So yesterday we went and done some yoga at the hotel, but today we've woken up to blue skies, so we're going to head out to the town now. I reckon it's still a little bit flooded, but it should be fine to get around. So when we volunteered at a dog shelter in Lake Catalan, we walked the dogs with the staff and we was like in with everyone, but sorry, I'm being pulled away by a dog. Okay. But when we just went in to see if we could help out then, he just said to us like, do you want to walk him? And just gave us a dog each, and now we're walking him on our own. We've just left the dog shelter, but it's always a little bit of a bittersweet feeling after, because it feels nice to be there and caring for them and taking them for nice walks, but seeing them without homes like just makes me feel so sad. But they do look really well looked after in there, and the conditions are pretty nice as well, but it's just never nice knowing that they don't have a permanent home. But it was so good to do, and actually quite a lot of tourists were there, so it's definitely, they get the help they need. We have our first activity this afternoon. We're going horse riding with Get Your Guide. It's around an hour and a half and it's split between the mangroves area and the beach. We've done this in Colombia, Peru and Argentina, but this is our first time doing it in Mexico.
What's your horse called?
I don't know actually, he's not got a name yet. What should we name him for today? He looks like a Coco to me.
Coco, yeah.
Or Slow.
Slow. Despacio.
Coco Slow.
Coco Slow, yeah, that works. We've just arrived in Valladolid from Holbox. It's quite a straightforward travel day, but you do have to get a boat first. So you don't need to pre-book your boat ticket, you can just grab it from the port on the day that you're leaving. But in Holbox I would recommend arranging your transfer on mainland. So the boat took around half an hour and the transfer was meant to be 2 hours, but it was only an hour and a half. We're going to go and see the ped store now because we're going to rent a scooter tomorrow and go round to the Cenotes.
Good morning, we are up bright and early ready for our road trip. We're just heading to the motorbike place now. It opens at 7, so we're going to get there for 7 because the Cenote we're going to opens at 8. It's around a 20-minute drive, but we do want to be the first ones in there. Arrived at our first cenote and we are the only ones here. We pulled in as they was opening the gate and most of the workers aren't even here yet either. It's called Cenote Suytun and it's the one that I was most excited to see. It's got like the platform going through it where you can walk out. It's 280 pesos entry for an adult and 230 for a child. We arrived and we had the whole place to ourselves for the first 25-30 minutes and then only one other couple have arrived. This is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. The whole trip we've been saying I want to be like brought to tears by something being so beautiful, and this could be it. Like, I'm just looking at it now, it's absolutely incredible. Definitely get here early because this would not be the same with 50 other tourists in there. So we didn't know this when we was coming to this one originally, but there's a second cenote here called Cape. We're going to head down now. We don't know what to expect or what it looks like, but the busloads of people have just started arriving and we're already done, so we're so glad we got here when we did. Okay. This one looks cool, but it looks a little bit stagnant, like a little bit too stagnant to want to get in. The fish kind of look like they actually look dead, to be honest. They're just floating around, but I'll show you anyway. We've arrived at our second cenote, but when we got here they was charging 300 to come in and just have that and tequila, and we didn't want to drink because we're driving, so we didn't even mean to do the whole walk away technique, but we was like, oh, like, no thank you, we're going to go to another one. So we walked off and we got to the car park and she come like running after us and she said, oh, and she basically minus 50 off and also gave us a free buffet lunch, so bargain. At this cenote it has a little bit more of a park and a chill out spot for afterwards, so we've just come to chill in the hammocks for a bit before we go for lunch. We have a buffet lunch included here and it was 250 for that and entry, although when we came in they also gave us like chocolate and honey tasters, like a soft taco to try, and they also gave us this really rogue maize thing that came in like a coconut shell, but it's quite chill here. Even though it's 1 o'clock, we're still one of the only people here. Is it good? This is Pierce's second plate.
My first plate was really small. I was just trying sampling different bits. And this is my main plate.
It was dessert plate. Cenote number 3. So they are empty now, but we've done the 300 pesos taster platter. So we have 3 different shots of, is it called?
Mezcal.
Mezcal. And then we got to choose what sort of flavours and smells that we like from this sheet. And then he's making us a cocktail. But Pierce said it was like freeze because the guide came over and was like explaining it to us, and he was like, second shot. So we just done all 3 shots in like less than 5 minutes. So I chose the passion fruit one. Do you think this is chili on it?
That or cumin.
It's salty chili.
Salty chili.
Okay. Oh, it's really nice.
What's it taste
It's
like?
actually really good. It tastes like a really fancy porn style martini. It's really nice actually. I'm impressed. Better than salt.
Okay, so here we have a lemon mezcalita. I've also got salt, literally just right down. I'm going to avoid that area, but here we go.
Nice dribble. Oh, that's not a good
Nice.
face.
No,
Are you
it's
sure?
refreshing. There's a hint,
Are you
there's a
lying
hint
for
of
YouTube?
Mezcal tequila taste in there, but it's very subtle.